Hello, thank you for joining me. It's Wednesday, the 23rd of October. I'm going to use my Rider-Waite Tarot cards today to give us a message, which I hope will guide you or resonate with you in some way or make some sort of sense to you anyway. If this is your first time here, please do like and subscribe. It really does help me to do that. Or maybe if you share this link to somebody that you feel would really benefit from hearing the message. And don't forget, I can do private readings as well via Zoom, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. My website link's in the description, so just go there to the book a reading and just follow the steps. But please remember, I'm in the UK, so the times shown are UK. So if you're in America or Australia, please don't forget the time difference. Right. Okie doke. So let's see who comes out. It's shuffling. So let's see what we get. Oh, how exciting. Right. We've got the Three of Wands. Now, I'm not going to show you the second card just yet. You can see by this picture, there is a very obvious element of travel and movement, but this guy is kind of stuck where he is for the moment. The wands are placed in the ground. He's kind of leaning on one. He's got his traveling cloak thrown over his shoulder and he's looking out. Now, it took me ages to realize that actually this is sort of volcanic lava that these ships are sailing in. So it's treacherous kind of, it's not water, it's just treacherous. It's perhaps not the most ideal circumstances. But you know what, sometimes that's just, life happens that way, doesn't it? Sometimes we do have to take action and the conditions are not favourable. And I feel that this guy is waiting and just observing and understanding that there are some pitfalls ahead, there are maybe some obstacles. But what I like about this Wands card is that he is taking the time to kind of just work out what to do next, okay? And how to overcome this. Now, I love the yellow of this card. I do feel always when I see yellow with the tarot cards, I always feel very optimistic and positive that there's going to be a good outcome for this. So let me now show you this next card and see what you make of this. It's actually a very similar situation when you look at it. You've got the Fool, who is very up high. You can see he's up high because he's on the edge of a cliff, and you can see the glaciers, the mountains in the background. Same yellow, same optimism. The sun's shining, he's not got a care in the world. He is, however, quite close to the edge of that cliff. And unlike this guy, he can't see what's going on, but he's just gonna go anyway. Now, this looks like two very different messages for the same day, but I do feel like this is the two approaches to life when we're needing to take a step forward, when we're needing to push ourselves out of our comfort zone. We have the methodical approach where we're looking at the obstacles and maybe trying to work out how to overcome them. And we've got this approach, which is, it'll be fine. It'll be okay. Now, I'm not saying either is right or wrong, but I am sure that you can identify with being more like one or the other, or you can identify with times in your life when you've just trusted the universe and just dived in and it's been a bit of a struggle and maybe, you've taken a few wrong turns along the way. Or you can identify with situations when you have held back and been a bit methodical. So I feel today there is this theme for all of us to be aware that we are being placed in a position where we are starting again, having a new adventure going off. And on the face of it, we could almost get stuck straight away thinking of all the obstacles. But I feel like the universe is coming in here to say, do you know what? Embrace a little bit of this system where you trust us and that things will be okay. However, one of the negative aspects of the Fool is he can be a fool. He can be a bit reckless. He can be a little bit of a daydreamer and really not think things through. There's that saying, isn't it? Fools rush in. So we've got to take that trust that the universe is guiding us, but also incorporate this kind of practical element that the Three of Wands is asking us to do. Threes in numerology are all about growth. So there really is an opportunity to grow here. And of course, when we get the Fool in a reading, it's a major arcana card, it's a message from the universe, and it's card 0. So it really is this wiping the slate clean, starting afresh, starting anew, and not bringing too much baggage behind us. Can you see he's carrying this small bag? That's meant to represent his past lives, but they're unconscious to him. He's a new soul. He's not dragged down by the past. And I feel that is a really good message when we're here. So I feel like there's a message there that, yes, we can have wisdom from past mistakes, but don't let them hold you back. So if you've got to this point before and thought, no, I can't possibly go any further than that, you know what? Maybe there's maybe you've been brought back to this point of your life again to try and break through this, this block that you've got in some way. There is a school of thought that in our lives, we repeat the same cycles over and over again until we get them right. So do feel like there's an element of that, you know, maybe you've got so far in a relationship and just backed out, or you perhaps had a business that didn't quite go right, and, you know, you're still licking your wounds from that. Could be having the confidence and courage to break away from, you know, how you're perceived and adapt a new way of life. There's lots of different ways in our life that we get to a certain point and then something stops us. And I feel that's why the Fool's coming in, to embrace this opportunity that you've now got to gain to move on in your life and do something amazing. And also there's the awareness that we are human. We are going to obviously see fear and potential obstacles as things that we need to stop and think about. But the Fool is saying, don't think too long. There's a way around every solution. And usually the answers are within us somewhere. I feel like I want to say to this guy, just move a little bit further down and you'll find a bridge. Or, you know, this river's not going to last forever. Eventually you might be able to find dry land and walk around it. It's about seeing things from a different point of view. And as I said, this is a very different point of view, isn't it? Just head in the air, not worrying about a thing. It's a beautiful energy if you can tap into it. But obviously there is the awareness that, you know, we don't want to be too foolish. We want to be a little bit foolish and embrace the positivities of that energy, but not to the extent where we go falling head first into a river full of lava. That just wouldn't really be very helpful, would it? Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that message. I'll be back again tomorrow, as always, with another reading for you. So please do join me then. I look forward to seeing you. Bye for now.